Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Kinda for the Worthy, kind of. So, I haven't recorded in a few days. It's been a bit longer than I would like between recordings. I'm finishing up my semester, but basically, here is our NPC housing location. You can see there's no NPCs yet. I've had time frozen the whole time just to avoid any accidentally Cthulhu spawns or anyone moving in, so if there's any new stuff, I can get an actual reaction to it. And you can see I redid the space house as well, so now it actually looks nice. I was kind of just messing around with the star blocks a little bit, okay? I was experimenting with a new item. That's what we got done in that speed build. If you didn't watch it for some reason, maybe you don't like music to get fucking pissed off to, you know, maybe you didn't like that song, you wanted to skip it. Now that we are on episode 3, it's time to, you know, get to business, because we have been neglecting to progress too far. I made a little sign so that way, to keep these episodes a little more streamlined, I can keep track of the things I need to do that I want to do in the future. So for this video, we'll try to do Eye of Cthulhu. We might end up doing Eater of Worlds depending on how the Eye of Cthulhu goes. We're going to want to get some jungle materials duplicated, maybe Queen Bee early. And then we want to get the anklet and the aglet. We want to do a goblin invasion, and we want to construct the cloud, which is basically going to be home base of operations, because this house, although it's nice to look at and stuff, it's not very practical. You're gonna want more special crafting devices in a big circle around you, so you can have access to all the game's crafting at once. And then you have room for like chests that are used for crafting materials, because the new craft from nearby chest feature essentially gives you creative mode if you have enough materials, and so I'd like to use the crap out of that. I like this agenda here. I'm going to quickly check some things because it determines the order. This is what we're going to be doing today. I'll make a sign for maybe objectives, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just deliberate what that should be after the video. We'll figure this out. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing this time. Let's go to the jungle. The dreaded jungle. The terrible jungle. The Jurassic jungle. Yeah, see, like, look how little I've gotten here. Let me make sure I have a dye item on me. I do. Do I have a gun on me? I don't think I need to actively hold on a painting. I want to get every NPC because I think For the Worthy changes what they have. I'm invested in the things that they might have now that they didn't have previously. Also, while I was building, and you might have noticed it, I discovered what Red's potion does. It just gives you a random selection of buffs, and since I have it duplicated, I can just kind of drink it and then get a bunch of buffs for free. And I'm so glad this exists. I know this is not meant to be used this way. They're meant to be more special than this. But since I have it duped in journey mode, I can use this feature freely. And I will be abusing the shit out of this one. This is awesome. Oh my god, we finally have the guide here. We've just been playing this game terribly wrong. I'm very sorry, everybody. It's going to be less entertaining to look at this because I have no character visible, but it's to reduce spawn rates, because again, I'm not allowed to reduce the spawn rates with journey mode features. We just need an anklet. You can fish and get an aglet pretty... So, one task accomplished. I don't know why I sounded disappointed. No, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. And then we're gonna need jungle spores and stinkers. And now that we're doing like objective-based videos, I'm willing to not record for the full 2 hours if I'm able to get all the objectives done in less than 2 hours. You know, I think that's a plus, because again, I don't want these videos to be too long. I don't want them to be like... We're getting a lot of great things today. And also, look how shortly I found those in here. Like, they weren't even that deep. I was just worried I'd be literally smited for walking in here. Okay, I'm just gonna calculate. Holy shit, my health. I told you guys. I told you. I said it. I was like, I meant it as a joke when I said it. But I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so great. I can go from getting killed in one hit to killed in 3. Did you see the HP subtraction there? Look. Once I finish this, once I get through this phase of the game, it's gonna be light work. It's gonna be easy. It's a little messy to look at, and I apologize. But it will make killing you guys a lot easier. It's just there's so many man snatchers. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, last video got, like, the copyright claim. Not the strike or anything. No strike. Just the one that, like, says it identified a song. So I'm gonna try to keep the volume lower for most things. But again, the reason it got claimed was because I had it, like, playing while I was being pretty much silent in the snow biome. It had to be done. They do sound very good, and they do fit this game's, like, environment a lot. Oh my god, Red's potion for the win right now. Dare I say, I feel almost comfortable right now. I'm cozy. You know what? No one asked, but, you know, I did consider it. I considered doing, the full remixed seed, right? But, or, like, the full, what's it called? Zenith seed, the Zenith seed. And I thought about it, but I was like, no, because, y'all wouldn't know this, but I recently had a big playthrough on the remixed world seed. Not recently, I guess it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, but I had recently done a video based on my playthrough of it 3 years ago. And I really was not in the mood to do it again. Because I was just like, I feel like it's less good content if I can't just go run up in a cave. It'll be slower and more boring, so I'm just like, I'll just do For the Worthy. For the Worthy is difficult enough, and people like it. I don't think the remake, the Upside Down world is, like, difficult. It's actually easier, and it's way more fun for me to look at and interact with, but it's not as fun for, I think, a viewer, because it's just a bunch of caves. And also, it's just like, I've done it already. Let's play the original formula again, and then when I play it next time, maybe I'll do it. Are we thinking there's room for Feral Claws? I think if the regen band is the difference between life or death, I probably deserve to die anyway. I would say I want a boomstick. I don't think I do anymore, because I can just get a mini shark. Like, the mini shark is available to me as we speak. I just haven't gone up and claimed it. God damn it. Alright, listen, y'all. I'm pausing for a second because there are things I need to do before I fight that guy. Desert Cave! Alright, small detour, small detour. I am just looking for something important, and then I will be well on my way. There it is. Dick Toys! And I don't think there's any other business I could possibly want to conduct here. Yes, there is. I need desert fossils duplicated real quick. I was gonna hold off showing off what Dig Toys does, but I think we'll have to just quickly... Look at this. Look at him go. They really added an auto miner into this game. Really think about this, y'all. Terraria added an auto mining pet. And this guy is like an auto miner in every conventional use of an auto miner. If you leave Dig Toys out and you leave and you come back later, you will find that he has continued mining. He didn't stop for any reason. Oh, I didn't need the chisel. Yep. Good job, me. Glad I kept checking chests anyway. Even after explicitly, audibly declaring, hey, I don't need to check these chests anymore. I'm glad I ignored my own order. Oh, there's the encumbering stone. Okay, actually, you know what? There's a lot of stuff I needed. There's a lot of stuff I wanted. Yeah, no, Dig Toys was a crazy addition, considering what he does. You know, honestly, they made a lot of farming and AFK-related additions to this game in this recent update, which I think are a good thing. I don't think they're indicative of anything spooky. But it does tell me that they are rounding up on closing, like, features. Like, hey, we're about to wrap up these systems. We're gonna try to finalize everything and make it the best version of itself, and then we're out. It feels like they're prepping to leave the game, and they just want to like make sure the game, they don't have any like regrets or anything they're disappointed in like lingering, which is exciting. I'm actually like super excited for whatever they cook up when they're actually like done with the game. Like, I don't know if they'll like stop and development entirely, or if it'll be like, oh hey, we'll make updates, but it's gonna be like, basically we'll engage with our current system, but we will not be revamping any further systems ever. Like they'll like, that'll be like the cold stance. The roller skates, they're so good. Okay. The roller skates are such a massive addition to this game. The movement you get from having a roller skate equipped. The roller skates I just got are probably going to be the reason Eye of Cthulhu won't hit me with a dash. Unless they made the dash faster or longer in For the Worthy mode. You know what? I think roller skates, almost a pretty fair trade-off for the fledgling wings, and maybe that's why they added them. Was because they were like, oh, everyone's gonna be really upset about the fact that we're making fledgling wings harder to get, so we'll even it out by giving them just like a crazy movement item, but it just won't let you fly. And honestly, if roller skates are meant to be an apology for the fledgling wings, it's a pretty good one. I forgot they existed, and I will probably always forget they exist because they're so crazy, but I'm not even gonna remember that I had them because they're just gonna feel natural. Terraria is just one of those games where playing it again has some value. At least every update. Every update to this game warrants a replay. It's a game that is so gentle with your time, you don't feel like it's being wasted. Again, I'm choosing to be overbearing. I'm choosing to go out of my way to get all these items in advance before I even fight the first boss. I don't even know if the Eye of Cthulhu is going to be hard. Like, maybe the Eye of Cthulhu is tweaked to be really difficult in For the Worthy, or maybe it's just the same as always, and I'm gonna wipe the floor with them and fight them a bunch just for funsies. Now that I really only need jungle spores, which, you know, really stupid that the thing that like spawns around the map is the thing I'm like, I need. The value of the jungle has already been depleted in like 30 minutes. Okay, I lied. It's been an hour. I want the jungle rose really bad. I know it's a cosmetic, guys. I know it's a cosmetic, and I know I already have the mana flower, which can function essentially as the same thing, only it takes up a less significant slot. Oh my god. I might die trying to get the jungle rose, of all things. Alright. It finally happened. It was inevitable. It was. Alright, now let's look around. Who do we have? Oh my god. You look pretty. Who are you? You're the dye trader. You know what? As you should be. You should be fabulous. Sorry, I got distracted by her being pretty. Actually, this is a dude. This is a dude. So I got distracted by him being pretty. If the mini shark is not better than the demon bell with gesture arrows, at least for fighting the Eye of Cthulhu, I'm gonna lose my mind. So, you know, let's just not. Let's hope I don't have to cross that bridge, you know. You know what? I didn't get as many NPCs as I thought I would. We don't have an arena. Because we're about to go fight the Eye of Cthulhu. We're about to fuck them up real bad. But we don't have an arena. This is just going to be a small arena. I'm not going to put crazy effort in. Okay, I can feel everyone's eyes rolling. I kind of did it nonchalantly because I was busy. But do y'all think I should be allowed to stall a natural spawn? I think stalling the natural spawn is okay, but outright skipping it is a no-no. I think I have to let the inconvenience... I think I might have to let the inconvenience just happen. Stalling the natural spawn feels fine. Like, I could just leave the game and then let the natural spawn go away. Because natural spawns are generally kind of a gift. They let you skip getting the spawner. They're not exactly a threat. Because you can just go up there and die and then come back down. So I don't think natural spawns are enough of like a threat. So I'm not gonna skip them. I think it's fair that it like forces me to freeze time, but then I can't like do anything. I have to deal with nighttime enemies, so it's still inconvenient. Alright, check this out. just to get ready to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I swear to God, I don't know what I'm going to be happy about. I don't know if there's anything to be happy about. I don't think there's a single condition where I'm happy about the results of this next conflict. I don't think there's a timeline. We're an hour 35 minutes in. We're not fighting the Eater of Worlds today. We're gonna have to fight it in the next episode because I'm getting real pissed off. I'm just thinking about fighting the Eater of Worlds right after this. So, you know, we're gonna have a pretty inconsequential fight, but time will move again. Alright, now let's all be adults. Let's not comment on the fact that it's the lips of Cthulhu. Okay. Alright. We won't talk about any feelings that this may evoke in me if we don't talk about what feelings they invoke in you, you know? So we're gonna just fight you 3 times. You'll be like, why do you need to fight this boss 3 times? You've pretty much established that there's nothing you can gain from this boss. It's just kind of like a cultural thing. That's the other thing. Are you gonna allow me to use time tools after I've beaten the boss once? I feel like that's fair. Like in every context. You've already beaten the boss. You should be allowed to farm the boss. You know what? I'll be fair. I'll just won't use it when the boss is on screen. So like if I want to skip a boss, I guess, sure. There's not really a punishment for dying, so... Actually, yeah, that's actually a good way to look at it. I might allow myself to skip natural spawns. Because, again, natural spawns are like a convenience. Because they let you skip the spawner. I know the Eye Cthulhu spawner, I already had duped. But when it comes to the, like, hard mode bosses, the Twins, Destroyer, Skeletron Prime, getting their spawners is a bit harder, and a natural spawn is kind of nice. So I think rejecting a natural spawn is, like, ultimately my loss. Okay. Let me take off all these buffs. Maybe make it noon. You reckon I can beat the Goblin Invasion and find the Goblin Tinkerer in 13 minutes? 98%. Are we done? We're done. Okay. Where's the Goblin Tinkerer? I need to give him infinite money. Because that unlocks Reforges, he gives us rocket boots, and then his value has been expended, and he will never be spoken to again. Or even the Golfer, like, I'm anticipating the Golfer giving me drip. Speaking of the Golfer, I freed the Golfer. Where are you? Right on cue. I feel like I would find him here. This is like where I would normally find him. Is that him? Wait, that's him. Hey, come here. Come here. Yes! Yes! Okay. There's a slight detour, but we did it. We're done. We accomplished most of what we set out to do. We got Jungle Duplication. We got the Anklet of Wind. We beat the Eye of Cthulhu, but we have not beat the Eater of Worlds. We did do the Goblin Invasion, and we have the Goblin Tinker now. So next episode is just gonna be Eater of Worlds and accessories. Possibly the PDA? I actually don't know if we have everything that we need for the PDA yet. I think I haven't found the Fisherman, because I haven't been over anywhere. Did I see a hole in the wall? I recorded for 2 hours and 20 minutes, only 20 minutes past my normal schedule. Only 20 minutes past. No, that's not too bad. In an official capacity, there is a playlist for all of these. They're at the end screen. This is a series of videos. There's no episodes in the title. That's about everything.